When I think about sound as a musician, like I value most like just like emotion and personality, character, and because it's the intention behind the sound that actually matters. Like sound quality only exists. It's not just when there's like personality behind it and like an intention and story, because otherwise it's nice sound, but then there is nothing inside it and it just sounds empty. So I really value trying to make every note have like an intention. And then it can be with very warm, big sound, or it can be something very small, depending on the piece, on the time it was written, just on all those different factors. For example, if in the Carmen, like it's an operatic piece, so if I play a piece of it, then it's like the character changes so much, and it goes from like this woman, this gypsy woman entering the stage, basically just making such a huge impression just with the opening. And then like seeing how seductive she is and like going through this and like going through the story, so... Because even just in like this last part of the where the actual theme kind of starts, like just the spacing out and playing not exactly the straight rhythm and very on the string nicely, everything very equally divided, just makes already such a difference in the sound and the idea that comes out. But this is then very grand, but like sound quality can also mean in pieces like Shostakovich, like his sonata, the suffering, like the last movement especially. It starts with a solo opening. These pieces are so different, but it's like you can absolutely play them in a quite like flat way. It's just vibrato. It's like all the different stages. Just imagining exactly what you want is I think, especially after all these years of studying technique and stuff, it's the most important thing, because if you have a very clear picture of what you want to express in the music, then your hands will kind of listen to you. You just have to make sure it's mentally very clear, and then of course you have to experiment, because we practice for a reason and it doesn't all go by itself. I would describe myself as maybe I've studied technique, and of course I have sufficient technique to express what I want, but I think I prefer to describe myself as like a storyteller, because it's what I aim for. It's like the most important goal I have, like to really put the technique in service of the expression and just to really take my audience on a journey and not just deliver a perfectly good, solid performance as many people can do, but like to try and set myself apart from that. And that's something I strive for every day and work for to get better and better at.